Authorized churches allowed to pray without ceasing again. The Ministry of Local Government, Minalok, has allowed authorized churches to gather for fellowship services as much as every day, provided observance of COVID-19 preventive measures. Masamba, Sentore, Inganzo, Ngari thrills Gakondo lovers on October 1st. Gakondo music stars Masamba Inhore and his nephew singer Gilles Sentore lighted up music fans on Saturday evening at Hotel de Mille Collines as Rwandans celebrated Liberation Day on 1st October. Young Rwandans feature in Grammy winner Carl Franklin's song. 6 young Rwandans are part of the global choir that collaborated with. Welcome back. Of course, as we head to the morning call section, we just dive into the news, what has been trending all over the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, this morning.
Exactly. So what do we have?
We start on the, different things, different activities, different businesses have been reopening with time as Rwanda, of course, continues the fight against COVID-19. So authorized churches are allowed to pray without ceasing again. In other words, churches can now pray every day according to the Ministry of Local Government. So heading straight into it, the Ministry of Local Government, Minalok, has allowed authorized churches to gather for fellowship services as much as every day, provided observance of COVID-19 preventive measures. So a short communique or communication from the Ministry of Local Government reads that a decision was taken after several requests from Catholic Church and the Muslim community of Rwanda. The statement reads, after receiving a request from Muslim community and the leaders of Catholic Church of Rwanda while asking to be allowed to gather for prayer every day as they used to be, of course, before the COVID-19, after consultation, we would like to inform them that they are allowed to gather for prayer every day in observance with COVID-19 preventive guidelines. So the ministry further clarified that other churches that gather during weekdays are allowed to fellowship while observing COVID-19 preventive measures. The message was clear that this program applies only for churches that were authorized to gather and which fulfill the requirements, of course, of gathering. In Rwanda, a win of a battle to prevent the spread of COVID-19 more, of course, is becoming true. As 1 week ago, the cabinet allowed bars to reopen after 1 year and a half of closure. So also, recently, the Rwanda Biomedical Center, RBC, made or hastened a test through the bars on Saturday, where 672 staff and clients of bars who were tested, none tested positive. Of course, this is among the
Good news.
This is good news, and of course, as among the measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19, we all have to test at least after every week. So in all bars, actually, it was 13 popular bars here in Kigali where the COVID-19 testing rollout was done. None of them, either the workers in those bars or the clients, tested positive. So something to celebrate, actually.
Yeah, exactly. And it is something to be happy about. And people, if you are seeing what people are sharing on their WhatsApp statuses, people are so happy to again go to clubs. Those who loved it, those who loved bars,
Did you?
Of course. No, I didn't.
Oh.
I was homesick, so it is what it is.
I'm
But
sorry.
people enjoyed the weekend. They drank. They took care of themselves, and it was really something that was, good to be enjoyed. Because over a year they were closed, and people weren't, they couldn't be happy with others. They only got happy in their homes. So now they got the opportunity of gathering with others, and they celebrated. It's really something to be proud and good of.
You can ask what message does this convey? The fact that Rwanda is among top African countries in terms of COVID-19 vaccination, this is a result. We are seeing different activities reopening, churches, bars, and that are reopening gradually, one step at a time. So this means that wherever you are, when they say go take a vaccine, go get vaccinated, it's not a joke.
It's not a joke, and it should start with
It's
you.
really not a joke.
Yeah.
And I actually wish in the few days COVID-19 vaccination certificates can be required at places that can be regarded as hotspots, for instance,
some
bars
things
and
are really
nightclubs.
being done. Like, you know, we read a story one day of schools like Mount Kenya and also UR. It was urging their students to go get vaccinated because it's going to make it a mandatory. For you to be able to go to class, you have to present the certificate that you have been vaccinated.
Yeah,
so some people are really doing it.
It's really worth it because there are people who I can say they just live in 1970s. How comes the government brings up the initiative of vaccination?
And you even have the opportunity
goes ahead and buys vaccines.
For free.
You're not requested to buy a vaccine. You're vaccinated for free, 100% free, the first and second dose. But you're there that you, for real, that's an old mindset that we Rwandans, especially young people, should just leave behind and get vaccinated, see different activities reopening, see our country coming back to life, our economy recovering, and so on, so on.
We have a message for you today. We are talking to you who is listening. I mean, we got the vaccine ourselves. The mystery of what people say, that you get sick and whatever, it's just a mystery. It doesn't happen. You don't get anything. You get fine, and you're going to be fine. And it is even a long-lasting thing, you know. So it is something that is promising. It gives you safety of you not being able to get sick from COVID and then you die from it because you already have the vaccine.
Absolutely.
You know, how do you avoid yourself from getting that? It's not clear, but you should go and get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so heading on to the next story, Masamba and Jules Sentore, Inganzo, Ngari thrills Gakondo lovers on October 1st. October 1st was on, was it Saturday, Friday?
Friday, yeah, Friday.
It was Friday, and it was when all the Rwandans were celebrating the liberation struggle and the Liberation Day when it started.
It's actually termed Patriotism Day.
Okay, Patriotism Day.
Yeah, because the date signals the beginning of the Liberation War when the RPA and the later RPF in Inkotanyi decided to liberate our country.
Exactly, and so many Rwandans got to bring in their message and congratulate the Inkotanyi who had the name by then. So Gakondo music stars Intore Masamba and his nephew singer Jules Sentore lifted up music fans last evening, which was actually on Saturday at Hotel de Mid Colline as Rwandans celebrated Liberation Day, 1st October. So the house was on fire as revelers kept on dancing and singing every song Masamba and Sentore performed on stage, especially songs to praise RPA, now RDF, for liberating the country. So Masamba was clad in a camouflage cap, green Rwandan-made T-shirt written on Inkotanyi, meaning the name RDF then used to be called in the struggle, and then khaki pants, that is what he was wearing. Speaking about the show, Sentore told Katy Press that the concert showed how much people loved traditional music and songs praising Rwanda as a motherland. So in his own words, he says, I quote, "The concert came in the right time, as you could clearly see that people are craving to listen and also watch live musicians doing their thing. And I'm even sorry for the people that were refused to enter due to COVID-19 SOPs, we had the number of people to attend and they were full. Some people were denied because of COVID-19, but that is something to be understandable. So all COVID-19 preventive measures were put in place for the people who attended, and before entering the venue, one would first show his or her fully vaccinated message or certificate that they get, and it is really something that Masamba is still strong. I mean, this guy, I don't get him, but he is really doing something.
I'm one of Gakondo music lovers. Forever, I declare myself.
And he promised that he's going to be bringing it every Saturday, so you guys better be on the lookout, those who love it. But you should love it.
That was always my plot when things were still open. And of course, I know it's still going to be the same. And of course, as we finalize with the news, Young Rwandans feature in Grammy Awards winner Carl Franklin's song, something to celebrate actually. Of course, 6 young Rwandans are part of the global choir that collaborated with Grammy-winning American artist Carl Franklin to record the new version of his song Lean on Me. The youth who are part of the Compassion International's Child Development Program were chosen to join peers from 24 other countries to participate in the Compassion Youth Choir. They include Enoch and Lisa, both aged 14, 16-year-old duo, Benjamin and Benita, as well as Donata and Janvier, who are 17 years old. For the past 7 months, Franklin has been working with a youth from all of the 25 countries in Compassion's Child Development Program. Through virtual auditions and of course rehearsals, the Compassion Youth Choir, made up of more than 120 youth aged between 11 and 19, worked with Carl Franklin to record the song, which was originally released in 1998. Franklin himself said, I quote, "It was an honor working with so many young, talented and gifted kids across the globe." Of course, he went on to say, "I'm grateful to the team at the Compassion International for giving me the opportunity to serve in this capacity." After releasing the new version of this song, Lean on Me, the singer described the youth choir as hardworking, talented and beautiful, and opened doors to record more music projects with them in the near future.
Yeah, so we have the song that he did a new version of Lean on Me with these kids, including the kids of all of them that you had, who are 1 and 20 kids. So please take a look as you get to enjoy and get ready to be back with us.
Sounds so good.
Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry.
Sing it again.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Franklin is one of these greatest artists when it comes to singing with choirs.
Yeah, and it sounds so cute.
R. Kelly, him, R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly.
He's just not.
And yeah, Kanye West, they're really the best when it comes to singing with choirs.
Yeah, and I want to congratulate Enoch and Lisa, Benjamin and Benita, Donata and Janvier. It's really something to be proud of. I mean, you know,
Yes.
some people think that it takes, it's hard work, but they think that it takes some other hidden tactics or whatever. But when God blesses you, I mean, He blesses you for
Absolutely.
real. How do you connect with the Grammy winner? A local person, I mean.
Franklin is really
Yeah.
greatest of all time. Yeah, we're proud of that. Of course, from that we come to the end of our morning call section, but we still have a lot more. Do not go anywhere. We'll be